Superman, the almighty superior being that has no equal, versus Kratos, the god of war that simply can't die, unlike every opponent he've ever faced. Who would win in a battle between the two? Welcome to another video, fellas. Are you ready? Let's go! First things first, and to make things basically clear and simple. If Kratos appeared in Superman's universe, I have no doubt that Superman would find a way to make him die. Likewise, if Superman was somehow an opponent in the God of War series, then Kratos would also find a way to get rid of him. So, let's leave that aside and compare their impressive attributes and see who would win in a neutral universe. Superman and Kratos actually have some common feats, such as sealing holes in the fabric of reality and surviving voids and dimensional pockets. In the end, they are both 5-dimensional. I mean, there is no doubt about Superman. As for Kratos now, basically he tried killing himself with a blade that destroyed some of the most powerful omnipresent titans in the Greek world and almost killed the most powerful god in it. And yet, it failed to kill the god of war. So there is no doubt that Kratos is multiversal as well. So now that we made clear that they are both extremely powerful, let's break it down. Number 1. Intelligence. Kratos might be more of a tactical genius since he was a Spartan captain, but he can easily be fooled. He was tricked by Ares into killing his own family, and also tricked by Zeus into putting all of his godly powers in the Blade of Olympus. So Superman can probably outsmart him. Even in the late games, when Kratos is far wiser, Superman is still smarter. My opinion. Point to Superman. Number 2. Speed. They're both insanely fast, but I'd say that in all cases, Superman is way faster than Kratos. I mean, Superman is basically known to be way faster than the speed of light. Kratos on the other side, in general, he dodged Helios' solar flare, which is by far faster than the speed of light, because it lit up the entire underworld, which is stated to be infinite in length, in mere seconds. The only god other than Kratos known to dodge these flares is Hermes, the fastest Olympian god and the messenger of Zeus. Hermes guides the souls to the underworld and delivers dreams to sleeping people all at the same time. He is insanely fast, yet Kratos killed him and took his boots, which grant him Hermes' speed. To conclude this point, I think Kratos without the boots of Hermes is nowhere fast as Superman, so another point to Superman. Number 3. Strength and power. Now, strength-wise, they both killed beings capable of creating and destroying universes. Kratos, strong enough to overpower Atlas, the titan who held the entire cosmos on his shoulders, after Kratos destroyed the world pillar, preventing it to fall over the underworld. And he killed Hercules, which is Atlas's equal, and also held the universe over his shoulder. He defeated Zeus, the most powerful god in the universe. He held the Temple of Tyr. The temple itself can weigh over 1,000,000 tons, but once you know that it's a dimensional pocket, this feat becomes even more impressive. Inside it exists the realm between realms, which is the pathway to all the Norse universes. He also killed the personification of death, the primordial Thanatos, a being that existed before time in the universe.
Boy, you're really strong.
Kratos also probably has the upper hand in magic, since he gains the magic abilities of everyone he defeats. Superman on the other side has better reality warping resistance than Kratos. But forget about that. Just to give you a hint of just how strong Superman is, it is said that he once sneezed and blew up an entire solar system. He has dragged the entire Earth with his bare hands. In a fight with his older self, their clash was powerful enough to not just destroy time and space, but threaten reality itself.
Not impressed.
He can pretty much gain infinite strength from the sun. To put it more simply and give you the capacity of Superman's strength, he is as strong as he wants to be.
I felt worse.
Now at this point, out of respect to the impressive strength feats of Kratos, I will give it to both of them, though in my mind, Superman seems to be stronger. Number 4. Durability. Superman surviving a black hole, the collision of two huge planets that dwarf the Earth, and one of them is literally made out of fire. He survived multiple supernova explosions, and pay attention now, he survived the battle between Infinite Man and Soulfire Darkseid. Two omnipotent beings which almost destroyed reality itself, and Superman still survived that. He also survived being hit by multiple Omega beams from Darkseid, which can literally erase you from reality. Superman's only known weakness is kryptonite, but we've seen him overcome that on many occasions. Now Kratos. He basically survived all the explosions and catastrophes that happened every time he killed a god. And they don't even seem to affect him. I mean, that's stuff like supernovas, floods, capable of drowning all of creation, literally living in chaos, which Kratos brought himself. He also survived, trapped in a dimension created by Ares, where he fought clones of himself. He also escaped two different hells, the Greek one, stated to be infinite in length and to be the domain of Hades, which had its own set of stars. And the Norse one, stated to be so cold that fire doesn't burn there, and yet Kratos' prized possession, the Blades of Chaos, can emit fire there. He resisted the gaze of Medusa, and lastly and more importantly, he killed Hades, the god of underworld, and also killed Thanatos, the god of death himself. Kratos is basically doomed to never die for the deeds he did. He also killed the three Sisters of Fates, that control the fates of everything in the Greek universe. They even tried to change Kratos' fate by making him lose against Ares, yet they failed miserably. Then he took the power to control time itself from their dead bodies. That made Kratos omnilocked, meaning he is unaffected by space or time, hence why he's being fifth dimensional. Now once again, I feel that giving the point to either Superman or Kratos is both right and wrong, so again, I will give this point to both of them. And now, overall, there is no doubt that in order to create clear terms that will determine who would win a battle between them, one had to be very precise on which version of Superman is up against Kratos. For example, comic book Superman would obliterate Kratos, simply. Movie Superman could actually lose against Kratos if you consider all the lore and ridiculous powers that back Kratos. So really, it depends on the version you're talking about. However, my opinion is that in most cases, Superman is just too powerful for Kratos, and there are only very few occasions in which I think Kratos can defeat Superman. Yes, Kratos is ridiculously strong, and the developers definitely made him overpowered. However, Superman has been made in a way that if he wants, he can become invincible. And just think about it, Superman is the one that has always been compared to the strongest beings in fiction. Whether that is the Hulk or Goku, the question is always the same. Is he stronger than Superman? And that speaks tons. And so to give you this final point, in my mind, Superman is just the most powerful of the two and wins this battle. Do you agree with this? What is your opinion? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to smash like and subscribe. Until the next one, have an amazing time and I'll see you all later.
Lift with your legs, brother.
He knows.
This morning I thought you were just a hyperactive jerk. But you're okay.